that there's a lot of black women, and if you don't believe me, go to TikTok search, that talk the most shit about Latinas, saying that we think that they're better than them. I don't recall any Latina saying something like that. I know we're very prideful. You cannot try to humble us, though. Our pride has nothing to do with you. We love where we come from. We love being Latinos. If that bothers you, that shows your insecurity, not ours. Maybe you should be more confident in yourself.
Hi everybody, it is Princess Ariel. Go back and check out the lady's video about her reasons why she feels the way she feels about black American women. It's sad. Talking about the diaspora wars in 2025 is like just missing the whole point of caste and how it keeps African people divided from all over. You know, everyone is bickering at each other, saying one is not related to the other because one has Taino blood, or one has Jamaican blood, one has African blood. One, at the end of the day, the system of caste is to keep you from recognizing your commonalities along with those differentials. But the commonality is all roads led to Africa from the door. None of those African people were from those islands and from the U.S. in the beginning because of caste. So you have to understand how caste is continuing to keep people, separated, basically. But you all come from the same place, basically, Africa. All roads lead to Africa. What else more can you tell a person who continually tries to differentiate themselves by what's in their DNA when the DNA still has African DNA in it? Like, make this shit make sense? You can't. But the caste is still in full play in 2025. It tells you that CK, even though his untimely death was by someone of, his own race, whatever that is, Spanish, English, French, German, I don't know how they cast themselves to be one, a color, but they all have different cultures, is mind-boggling. So, but that's not the point. The point is that, they compared him to Martin Luther King. And I just kept saying to myself, how do you compare somebody who was a civil rights leader to someone who denigrated people by skin color in a caste system that continues to, tell you you're less than, you're the bad person, you're the criminal, I'm different from you. If I marry somebody of another race and my children come out lighter complexion with straighter hair, they're going to have a better life than these people that the caste system says are bad. And it's not going to save your children. Marry who you want, but that's not going to save you because the caste system is set up for divisions and keeping people separated by race, separated by wealth, separated by class. That's just what it is in a breakdown meltdown system. It tells you that if you go to an all-white school, you need to shrink yourself and identify with the majority. So if you live in Utah or, Nebraska or one of these, majority white states, you have to be less of who you are identified with, which will be your mother, your father, whoever raised you in your community. You have to shrink that and identify and sound like, capitulate is that word, to the people around you. That's how caste works. It's not going to save you at the end of the day because it is there still to keep you, in place, in check as the bad person, but it's not going to save you at the end of the day The only thing that's going to save you is acknowledging your African American sisters and brothers, that you all, your ancestors' blood is blood soaked in this land. That no matter what island they came from Brazil to Central America to all the islands in the Caribbeans to, Africa, even, are a part of the caste system. And until you guys all come together, because you are the global majority of people, and say no more caste, then it's going to continue to be in place, and you'll continue to post these ridiculous videos saying that you're not black. But everything that I see in my eyes, I see a beautiful black woman who has Puerto Rican ancestry also mixed in with her African ancestry. That's two things can be true at the same time. But to deny history, and you have a library, and you can go over there and see for yourself and read for yourself that facts are facts. You don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's not really a video to bash or anything. Go back and check out her video, see what she says about herself and how she identifies, and how she's buying into the diaspora war. But at the end of the day, the caste system sees you as black. It's not going to see you as Puerto Rican, and it's not going to see you as West Indian. It's not going to see you as Brazilian. It's just going to see you as a dark-skinned African person that's the enemy. That's all. That's it. Stop buying into caste. Get to know your ancestries. All of us our ancestors were stolen and brought here, forced here. We didn't have a choice. Those who once called themselves Blackfoot, stop that. All roads lead to Africa. I don't care how you try to squash it up. The thing that they dug up out of the ground over there in Africa is the oldest thing on the earth. They tried to call it a monkey. That was a black African woman. Queen Dinesh. They called her Lucy, a monkey, because they couldn't find anything non-melanated that old in the ground. All roads lead to Africa. Thank you for listening. Like, share, leave a comment.